Met this guy, random guy, met him or whatever, and I wanted to use him as a case study because I already knew like he wasn't really my type, so I already knew that it's not going to go anywhere. He took me on a sushi date. Of course, I enjoyed it. I love sushi. And on the date, he's talking to me. He's telling me, I'm like, oh, do you have any woman? He's like, yeah, I have a girl. She's long distance. We're not that serious. I'm not really looking for anything serious with her because she's not really my type. So I'm like, oh, interesting. I'm listening to him. So I'm like, oh, interesting. I'm asking him more about himself. He's telling me he's into development, building buildings, development. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So he starts asking me about myself. I try to keep it really short. As I answer, I divert the questions back to him to let him talk more so he can feel comfortable talking. I noticed his phones kept ringing and he kept going to the bathroom and saying it's a business call. I didn't really mind because I'm like, you know what? I'm having sushi. I don't even care what you're doing. I'm here having a good time for myself.
So in just 1 minute of her talking, so she claims the guy was not her type, but then she didn't mind going because he was taking her out for sushi. You see what I mean? And this is why guys don't want to go for dinner dates and go for food dates, because women sometimes, if you guys are being honest, you've gone out with women who you can tell on the date she's not interested in you, she's closed off, she doesn't want to have conversation, but because you told her you're taking her out to eat, she doesn't mind, and she had nothing else to do for that weekend. She's like, sure, I'll go for the date, I'm not interested in you. She won't say that, but her body language. So guys are like, we are tired of being used for dinner dates, we are tired of being used for food, because she clearly said he wasn't her type. But because there was sushi, so it looks like the fastest way to, filter out women who don't want you, say, let's go for a coffee or for drinks. If she says, let's go for food, you just know she's not really interested in you. She's interested in the food.
Now, we were talking a little bit and a week passed, we're still talking. He's knowing more about me. He's interested. He loves my drive. He loves my ambition and everything. And that's good. He sees that I have a drive, but not from a masculine standpoint, from a standpoint of, oh, she's a busy woman. She has things she got going on. She's not going to just be available all the time. The second week, I was like, okay, this is the time I need to build him. I need to build him now. I don't want to keep being pen pals. We're not pen pals. So I asked him for something very minor. This is the tiny thing that I asked him for. Just to test to see if he was willing to jump the gun. Don't be pen pals with these men. They know what they want from you. They know what they want. All right. So I'm like, my laptop charger is bad. And he's like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Like, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I think I need to buy a new one because it has a shortage in it. I'm not sure what's wrong. It has a shortage. He didn't offer anything. So I was like, oh, do you mind getting me a charger? This man didn't open the message to the next day and said, oh, I'm sorry. I was so busy. I'm so sorry. Do you still need the MacBook charger? And I was like, you know what? No, I'm okay. I sorted it out myself. So once I started seeing that he really wasn't even trying to do much for me, because you know what it is that guys will use like a first date to woo you, take you to a nice place and say, all right, you know what? After this now, since I took her on that first date, it's about time for her to lay in my bed. That's what I'm telling you. This is what these guys.
Why are you asking for a man to buy you a charger after going out with him just one time, and then you claimed he wasn't even your type, but you went for sushi? So why are you asking a man who's not your type to buy you things after meeting him one time? Why? So how are guys going to see a video like this and still want to be taking women out on dates? Because looks like every time you go out on a date, and the next time she's going to be texting you, asking you for money or something, right? So it's more really like everything is monetary. I get it. It costs to date, especially for men. Take out on dates and stuff like this. But I think most men are okay taking women out on nice dates if the woman shows genuine interest. But as soon as she sends you a message asking you to buy her stuff, now she's mad that you're not providing. But like, I just met you. How am I supposed to start buying you stuff?
Guys be doing. So he thought that he was going to checkmate me, but he didn't know that the only girls that get played is the girls that don't know how to play the game. And I'm the girl that knows how to play the game. So you know what I did? I literally just stopped entertaining him. He would write me and say, hey, what's up? I'd be like, hey, everything is one word answers, one word answers. And he'd be like, why are you not talking? I'm just like, there's nothing really to talk about because we've talked about everything. If you know my laptop is my bread and butter and I'm telling you something simple as my laptop charger is broken and you can't even say, oh, let me buy you another one or let me send something for you, then what are we talking about? I'm not a pen pal. Can you believe that that was the best decision I made? Because you know what it is too about us women is when we start entertaining that pen pal type of relationship, we start becoming emotionally invested because now we're used to seeing their morning, good morning text messages, and it'd be a whole bunch of BS later on. To prevent that, don't even be a pen pal at all. So he'll watch my stories, everything. Can you believe a week or two later on WhatsApp?
She talked too much.
I was about to.
I'd have walked.
Beginning was a drag. She could have got more to the point.
Her voice. If I was really on a date with her, I would make up business calls just to take a break.
Probably that's why the guy was making up business calls. I agree with bro. Seriously. Because she went on a date with a guy who's not her type, only to ask him to buy her a laptop charger the next time around. I mean, dating is crazy.
Like, yo, all right, hold on. I'll be right back.
So I don't agree with the test that she did. One, she keeps talking about pen pals. Don't be pen pals with these niggas. And I'm like, if it's not pen pals you want to be, isn't it quality time, a date, more dates?
Yeah.
You know, more in person, face to face connection that you want. Why are you testing him, seeing if he gonna buy your charger?
Good question.
A
Like,
charger.
A charger.
A charger.
And if it is your bread and butter, bitch, why are you asking somebody else to get it? If you
Exactly. If your charger is such a big deal, why are you texting a guy you just met out for the first time to buy a charger? What if you didn't go on a date with him? Would you not buy the charger yourself? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not different from guys who directly show that all they want is sex from women. Men and women love sex, right? But once men come out directly showing that they can't wait to sleep with a girl, she's gonna get turned off. So the opposite is true. When a woman shows directly that all she wants from a man is for him to pay her bills, buy her stuff, men are gonna get turned off. You know, like, show me like you're actually interested in me as a person, and maybe, just maybe, then I will be willing enough to take you on an expensive dates, to buy you stuff, to buy you gifts, because I think you are interested just not in only what I can buy for you, but interested in spending quality time with me as a person. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I mean, I like women like her because at least she's putting out there on the internet for what women should do to test men. So the next time you guys go on a date with a girl and she hits you next time with, hey, my phone bill, can you help me pay for it? Then you know she really just wants you to pay her bills.
really need it.
And my thing is like, it's a charger. And I mean, as a man, if you asking me for a charger, I honestly, that's like 17 red flags.
Yep.
If you ask me for something small, I'm going to be like, oh, this is going to be a needy person.
Yep.
Because you can ask me for something small this early, you're going to have no regard in asking me for anything, small, medium, or big, for the longevity or however long that we're talking. So maybe and then I also thought maybe he was testing you. Maybe he was like, all right, I'm not going to buy it right now. Let me sit down. Let me see how she responds. Let me see how she responds when she's told no.
No. Good point, bro. Good point. It's like, if you want to see how someone reacts when they ask you for something, say no. Just say no. Because if the only time they're happy with you and in good spirits is when you say yes, say no. And how they react will show you exactly what they think of you. You know, that means they're only using you. You know, that means they only want to spend time with you when you say yes. That means they only want to spend time with you when you give them everything they need. And then the first time you say no, they go off, oh, you don't care about me, you're useless, and, you know, they just attack your masculinity. Then you know what's up. But also this goes to show why men are tired of taking women out on dinner dates the first time around. It's like, hey, baby girl, let's go get a drink. Let's go for some coffee. And girls who just want to use you for the food are the ones who are going to be like, no, let's go out to a restaurant and dinner date, or don't take me to Cheesecake Factory and stuff like that. Then they're not really going out on a date to get to know you. They're going out on a date to get something from you. That could be a nice dinner, that could be a nice restaurant, whatever it is, it's the lifestyle they're looking for, but not a genuine connection. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Link down below to 8 at the Table podcast. Till next time, peace.